Now we have the Anna and... For my honor.
And a carriage hand plushie. Push, 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 push. There was actually a lot of Cardcaptor Sakura stuff there this year, so I feel like I inspired them with my cosplay last year. There's the girls. My sister bought me this. And then I got each of my sisters a pin. So I got some toys for myself. I got like a My Hero Academia. Check it out. So cool. I got a beak plushie. I saw him the first day and I was like, oh, I hope he gets adopted. And then the second day when I walked by and didn't see anybody adopted him, I was like, that's it. You're coming home with me. Let's see, this is stuff from, oh, here's Oliver. Inspecting. There was a cat toy seller there. I wanted to get something, but hubby said no. So she got me some stuff. Alrighty then. And then my sister got me, oh, he's okay. He just got me Rumi and Ginu and a mirror card. I got some business cards. Got some stickers from Izzy's booth. One of them is Navi. And then soaps. A little bit of a lighter haul, but I feel like I spent most of my time walking around, so let me check them all over real quick. Hello from after conventions. So, what a trip. This one was not my usual trip because normally I get there early and I do some videos and photos outside. Didn't really get a chance to do that, so I'm just gonna have to film at home. So maybe on a nice warm spring day I can do that. I called for Oliver like 5 times and he won't come over. He just wants to sit there and scream, so sorry about that. He's fine. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's being Oliver. So yeah, so we got there a little bit later. And by then, my sisters were, like, texting me and stuff. And they're like, oh, they were here. We're waiting up front. And I'm like, we're making it. We had to stop for Starbucks and all this stuff. So, but we got there, and they loved the outfit and everything. I was dressed as Belle day 1. So thank you, everyone, for the kind comments and everything. It was so much fun being Belle. And I'm glad I left the hoops skirt at home. Hi, handsome. You want the camera? Yes. Okay. So... yeah, so we get there and we start walking around Artist Alley, meeting everybody, just getting hugs and greeting everyone and being like, this is my family, I brought my family, yay! So, and then I'm trying to think. So I found a couple things here and there. I'm trying to think too. Oh, we saw Stan, that was it. So we first met Stan, he was doing his thing and stuff, but when he came around the second time, he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, I saw you. Was pointing to the second oldest, Emily, and everything was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I asked him if I could like go use the bathroom and he said it was fine and I was okay and all this stuff. And I was like, that's why Stan is amazing. We love Stan on this channel. So yeah, so I'm glad that he was able to help her before I could get there and be like, oh yeah, we can use it and stuff. He was just like, yeah, I got this. Without realizing like, that's one of my relatives, that's my sister. So yeah, we love Stan. So yeah, we walked around probably for the first 2 hours, and then, you know, they were like, oh, like, we're hungry, we want to go get food and stuff. But I still wanted to stick around because I was kind of meeting my friends here and there and everything. So I was trying to find certain booths. This was the other thing, because I was trying to find, like, everybody kind of like stays in their own little area, but they switched everything around this year and I had no idea where people were. Like, I had trouble finding like the soap lady. I had trouble finding like my blues brother, the blues brother man and stuff. He was way back near the panel. And when Stan told me that, I was like, okay, I was like, that's fine, because he gets a bigger space and he's next to the panel, so that means he'll get more foot traffic and be able to sell his things. So, which he did. He sold me some stuff and then he gave me some free stuff, because as you all know, I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, but I'm also a play therapist. So most of my haul, like probably half of the haul that I got for the kids at the the play therapy center and everything. Like, I'm not kidding, it's like a big bag of just toys for them. They're gonna be so excited this week. I can't wait to see their faces. So yeah, so you know, thank you to those that donated and gave toys and everything. So they're gonna go to a good cause. So yeah, I think day one, I'm trying to think, was there anything else that happened? Okay, Oliver is in crazy cat mode, I'm sorry. So day one, just a lot of walking around, chatting with folks, introducing my family members. I think hubby and I took a break. We went upstairs and did some coloring together. It's kind of nice, actually. We might make this once a week night activity because it was kind of nice and relaxing. So yeah, couples goals. So we did that. Then we went down for the cosplay contest and I cheered my friends on. It was so exciting to see them win and seeing them so happy. I was like, oh, I know those people. So yeah, it was wonderful. And then I think after that, we were both pretty hungry, so I went to Cafe del Sol. Might put the picture of food in there, but their food's really good. So if you ever get the chance in Hagerstown, try out Cafe del Sol. Highly recommend, especially the fish tacos. Very delicious. Yeah, so then we did that, and then we went to the Fairfield Marriott for the night. We were pretty wiped out. I think I did wake up once in the middle of the night. I don't remember why, but I woke up and I couldn't go to sleep until 5. And then when the alarm went off at 6:30, I was like, oh, I don't want to wake up. But we got up, had our breakfast. We watched like a television show, watching like a series together. And then I started getting ready. He was like, whoa, he's like, you're very blue. I was like, yeah, I was blue yesterday. I'm blue today. Can you tell it's one of my favorite colors? I guess so. So we did that, and then we went to the Ark. Again, I couldn't get pictures outside, mostly because A, it was cold, B, it was raining, C, the grass wasn't dry, and I wanted to sit down with my skirt out and everything, so yeah. It's fine. We have a little wooded area. I can always go take pictures and videos there and stuff, so yes, I dressed as Navi. So the backstory behind Navi the Fairy is, if you watch the Harrisburg convention vlog from 2025, I dressed as Zarina, and I followed my friend Izzy around, and somebody thought I was Navi, and I was like, no, I'm Zarina, but then like later on we're like, but wouldn't it be funny if we did that? And wouldn't it be funny if we went to like the cosplay masquerade? We were kind of like, okay, like maybe we will. So I think February, I texted, I'm like, are you sure you're okay with this idea? Because if so, I need to buy this stuff on Amazon, like, now. Some of the stuff I already had, like the wings, the wig, and everything. I didn't add the corset until last minute, and even then I wasn't sure, because it was going to depend on how I felt. Which, by the way, no corsets for a while. My things are starting to hurt, and I'm kind of worried about work tomorrow. But anyway, that's tomorrow's problem. So Izzy's like, yeah, like, do it, let's do it, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. So I mostly just buy the dress. Everything else I already had. I didn't do a cos test. Shame on me. I know. 6 years as a cosplayer, and I didn't do a cos test. I'm just like, I'm gonna wing it. Spring is over here face palming. I just know it. So anyway, back to this. So I get into the cosplay. We go to the convention. Izzy and I sign up, like, first thing. Hubby and I attend a panel. We do at least one more walkthrough because we knew, like, after the panel we had to head home and stuff because it's a long drive. But anyway, before that, you know, we sign up for the panel. You know, they do the whole welcome and everything. They do the little ones first. It's always so cute seeing the little ones go up first. So, and then they do teams. But I was not expecting to be the first team up there until I heard, you know, jen.cosplays45 and Izzy, and I'm like, oh, that's us. So I'm like trying to grab Izzy, like mid-conversation. I'm like, we gotta go up. So before then, we had already planned our skit. We knew we weren't gonna do any talking because one, like, my throat kind of hurts from all the cheering from the day before. Plus, being a therapist, your throat hurts all the time, and I didn't have cough drops. I gotta add it to the list. Gotta add it to that spreadsheet. Thank you, Ardent Wings, for that spreadsheet idea. Go check out that video later. So anyway, so I was like, okay, like, if not, I'd have to project. I'd feel like I was yelling. So I was like, okay, let's just keep it silent. Keep it silent, Belle. So Izzy's like, okay, here's what we'll do. You walk up, talking to me. She's like, you walk up first. And she's like, and I'll follow you with a bottle. She had an empty chocolate milk bottle. She's like, and I'll pretend like I'm gonna capture you and you act all surprised whenever you turn around. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, and then run off once you see me. I'm like, okay. You know, I feel like the skit went pretty great. I was just like, la-di-da-di-da. And then I get up there and I'm like, oh, and then I see her and I'm like, oh no. She's like, and she's slowly walking up behind me and everything. And I'm like, ah. So like, I run away. Of course, I don't think we got the photo that we wanted, but that's okay. So, because, you know, they finished the teams. Everybody did such a great job. They do the individuals. Everyone was so amazing. And it was so nice to hear everybody cheering for one another. Oh, that always warmed my heart. So yeah, so then, you know, they do the judging, they do the littles are going up, getting their con cash, all excited. You right here, I'm talking about what they're gonna spend it on. It's like, oh, that's nice. And then they do, or did they do honorable mentions? I don't know, somewhere in there they do the judges honorable mentions, so each judge gets to pick, I guess from any category, I guess. I'll look it up later, but I'm guessing from any category, like teams, individuals, kids, things like that. So I think it was the first or second judge, one of those. You know, I'm slightly hearing them, but I'm also like hearing conversation going on. That's how this thing works. You literally have to use both your ears to hear at conventions. No joke. So, you know, I'm like, you know, I hear the judge and she's like, oh, like, you know, these cosplayers were cute. And I'm like, oh, she's probably talking about like Team of Kids or something like that. And she goes, yeah, it's the Navi and the Link. And like Izzy and I turned to each other and we're like, oh my gosh, that's us. We're the Navi and Link. So thankfully we were like kind of on the side. I was further back because I was trying to get air. Thank you to the one crystal girl that gave me a fan for a little while. Like, I could not breathe. It was a thing, but I'm okay now. So yeah, so I went up to the front and Izzy was there and I was just standing there and I'm just like, you know what? I went in with the mentality, if we didn't win, we're here to have fun. This is just a fun little thing we wanted to do. Bring smiles, all that kind of stuff. Just say we did it. And then all of a sudden we're walking back up to get our trophy, which Izzy let me keep, which was so sweet. That yes, Ford State Comic-Con cosplay contest honorable mention. Sorry, I couldn't read backwards. But yeah, we won. Thank you to the judge. I believe Megami is the judge who nominated us for an honorable mention, and we both started crying. Izzy and I. And we were just like, what? The whole time I'm like trying to like steer her, like we gotta get a picture because like the guy and everything is like sitting there and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I could hear the cheers a little bit. I'm still like in my head, like, gosh, that just happened. So we're like walking off and Stan congratulates us, and you know, Katie comes over and congratulates us. We got a bunch of congratulations. You know, we stayed for the group photo, which was so surreal. Like I said, for 6 years cosplaying, this is like my third ever cosplay contest. The first one I did as Fairy Nora. I didn't enter as Zarina because I was on the craftsmanship. I was there to cheer. So, you know, and then last year's Daisy May. Again, that was just like a fun little thing because it was like Sunday and I'm like, I'm gonna be Daisy May. I'm gonna enter the masquerade and stuff. And then this year it was just like, yeah, we'll do this for fun. Fun little team duo thing. Link and Navi, ha ha ha, and all this stuff. And then look what we took home. I can't believe it. It feels like a dream. Like, but you know, thank you, Megami, and thank you for your insight afterwards. I'm glad Zelda was your favorite game, and you know, our little skit was cute. I thought it was cute too. I'm glad Izzy thought of it. She's the mastermind behind it all. I'm gonna need her help for next year for my melody, because that is my goal next year, is my melody. I think I know what I'm doing. I got this. It's like the world's simplest dress says you can make it in an hour. I'm like, sure. All hand sewn, so sure. Why not? So yeah, but it was so crazy, and everyone's like coming up like, congrats, you deserved it, and all this stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, we did it. We got an honorable mention. And that was closet cosplaying for both of us, for both Izzy and I. So to everyone out there who thinks closet cosplaying is low effort and minimal, I made a whole post about it on my Instagram. Not my usual wholesome content, but had to get that off my chest. It was like my Sailor Mercury outfit and stuff that I posted all that. And Izzy actually commented and was like, you're doing great. You're like, I love seeing your cosplays. And I was like, thank you. Appreciate the support. But yeah, I just remember seeing someone comment one time, like, you know, you could do better and all this stuff. And it's like, no. You can throw a couple pieces from your closet, which takes a lot of work and effort to figure out how you're going to piece it together. Sometimes last minute, I would not recommend that. Do not do what I do today, please. What I did today, don't do that. Don't do that. I know Ardent Wings is probably gonna watch this and be like, sliding in my DMs like, oh, I don't want to answer. No, they mean well. So, but yeah, that took a little bit more effort. I was trying to find a blue dress. And then it was like, do you just want a Renaissance dress? I was like, sure, Amazon. Not sponsored. Thank you. So, got it worked out, though. Because it worked out. Because, she liked it. Anyway, yes. So, thank you, Izzy. Oh, yeah, I messaged them real quick. But, yeah, it was so much fun. This year was just, it's crazy. I'm glad, 10 years for State Comic-Con. That's huge. This was my 5th year attending. Halfway through, woohoo. So, all that. And then, whenever I first started, it was like my mom and I, and then my friend Deja joined. I think the 2nd year I was solo. In 2023, I was all by myself as Sasha. 2024, I met a couple people. And then 2025, that's whenever I met most people. Meeting everyone there. And then they're like, well, we saw you in 2024, you could have come hang out. I was like, I'm shy. Very, very shy. And then this year, just seeing everybody and then having my family members join was just like, I don't know, it just felt like such a big moment. I don't know how else to say it. It meant a lot. So keep trucking away for State Comic-Con. You're one of my favorites, if not probably my top favorite. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm pretty worn out and I still have a 40-hour work week. Yay. But the kids have new toys, so they should be very, very grateful. So, except that I don't know what's a Matchbox car and I don't know what it's a Hot Wheels car, so I'm about to get a lesson on that this week. They don't teach you that in play therapy school. No. That's all I can think of. I'm sorry again, I didn't get videos and photos and all that, but I did try to film and take pictures as much as I could, because I was like, if anything, I will make a vlog about this, and I did, so yeah. But let me see what's next on the agenda. Yes, everyone in Cosplay Tea Time loves saying that. I'm guessing, I'm hoping and praying that it's StellarCon in Catonsville end of June. So I'm probably gonna take a little break for a bit. Maybe. We still got Nora's birthday, but that's something I'll do at my house for my girl. Maybe I'll go as her. It is June. Or Mitsuri. Oh no, we'll figure that out later. To the drawing board, to the whiteboard. But yes, StellarCon in Catonsville, praying I don't get sick again. Because that's what happened back in November. It was like I'd planned to go, and then yeah, I could not get out of bed, and I was like, nope, we're staying home and watching Spirited Away. Because that's what I do when I'm sick. I watch Studio Ghibli movies and order Panera Bread soup. Not sponsored, but your soup's really good. Oh, it's so good. Chicken noodle. Anyway, but yeah, so that's probably gonna be next, and then I think after that it will be 4-State. Wow, 4-State Comic-Con Harrisburg. I blanked. That's not a good sign. Okay, yeah, and then it's funny because I have that weekend, and then next weekend I have a family trip, so caffeine spirit, please be with me. Amen. Yes, so, but I just want to say too, thank you everyone who came up and talked to me. It was nice seeing everyone. Oh, I get the warm and fuzzies. So, it was good seeing everyone. Thank you for, commenting on my cosplay. I just want to say thank you, because I don't know what else to say. It's such a blast going. And I love seeing the convention grow. Like, I felt like time went by quicker this year, though. It's like some days, like some years I was like, yeah, a little bit of time to kill. This time it was like, the hours were just moving so fast, and I was like, come on, slow down. No. Time flies when you're having fun, so. And we did, and it was nice seeing, like, all the crowds and everything, and, so nice. Yeah. So, I'm hoping next year it'll be amazing, too. and I will get my Melody done. We will get her done. So her and oh, the novel. That's on jen.cosplays45. I talk about my writing and stuff, but the novel. Oh no. I'm giving myself deadlines I don't want to do, but we need to do it so that way we don't get depressed and never pick it up again. So yeah, good stuff. So yes, those are my 2 goals. So if you want to, leave me some of your goals down below for cosplaying. That'd be fun to see. Little mid-year check-in. So, and let me know too. Hopefully I'll see you at a nearby convention. So just want to say hopefully everyone's taking care, staying safe, and I'll see you whenever. Bye everyone.